I started skiing when I was about 24 or 25 when I first met my wife, Susan.
I started skiing when I was around, I'm going to say, 7 or 8 years old.
I've pretty much been skiing my whole life. I think I started around age 2.5. Over the years, I've been pretty active. Growing up, our parents would take us on long holiday weekends and long breaks, so we'd get in a decent amount of days. But now I definitely go more because I live up here and I'm a lot closer to the mountain, so I have a lot more opportunities to come.
Well, over the years, when I first got into it, like anything, it was fun. I wanted to get better at it, so I spent quite a bit of time on the mountain. Probably skied, at least 15 to 20 days a year.
My father taught me. We started in the backyard fooling around on skis. Our house backed up to the woods, and primarily then skied at a little place up in North Jersey called Camp Goa, which was a county run facility. Still there, just don't know, it's obviously snow dependent. I don't know how much it's open now these days. When I first started skiing, you had the type of boot that was pretty much close to the old leather boots, a few buckles across the front, and you would stick your toe into the toe piece, and then actually a cable, you would push the lever and a cable around the back would squeeze your boot into the ski, similar to what a telemark ski is today. So the back of your shoe wasn't as secured as your front. That's what I started out with as a little kid. Favorite part about skiing? Speed. Just flying down the mountain.
I just enjoy the outdoors. You get a great, beautiful, sunny, clear day, and you can see for miles and miles, and so the views are just absolutely tremendous. It's nice to get some fresh air, being up in the mountains, and it's fun when you're skiing fast too. You got the wind blowing in your hair, and really whipping by, and it's a lot of fun.
I would say my favorite part about skiing is the freedom of it. You almost feel like you're flying because you get to go so fast down the mountain and you're at such a high elevation and you could see everything below you. It's just a really cool experience and I love it. I've had a lot of memorable moments. Probably some of the best memorable moments were all the wipeouts that have happened. One of my favorites was probably when my dad was filming me and my brother skiing in the woods, and I can't even talk about it without laughing.
Just laugh about it.
My brother isn't always the best at stopping, and he crashed into my dad with the camera, and you just see them both tumbling down the hill, and my dad's cursing at my brother. It was absolutely hilarious.
It was and was not funny. I mean, it was kind of funny at the time. We were racing. We used to obviously race down the mountain a lot as kids. Um, and in my early 20s, continued to do that when we would go skiing with friends. And there was one time, it's a turn you would be familiar with up in Killington at the very bottom before you get to the gondola, the sharp left turn. Um, they never used to have that big netting on that turn, and I took that turn one time way too fast and skidded over the ridge, and the only thing that stopped me from going all the way down was one of the trees.
Um, Probably, like anything, most of them kind of relate to kind of seeing you guys grow, seeing my children grow up in the activity. Um, Both Bobby and Alex were on skis at between 2 and 3 years old, so they've got quite a few years, and to see them, grow up in the sport and get to be very accomplished, very comfortable skiers. It's actually a lot of fun now that finally kind of we're not waiting for them. They're generally waiting for us to come down the hill now, and so it's always a fun activity to be out there with my family. I think that's the most fun that I have with the sport, truthfully.